It's a frog in a bloom.
It is.
So let's put a bloom in a frog.
Okay.
That's all I got. Hey folks, welcome back to the channel.
Hello.
So, it's Froggy Friday.
Oh, yay.
Me again.
Yes, you again.
So Froggy Friday, for anyone who doesn't know, is a collaboration that was started by Karen from the Dragon's Cave.
Yep.
And Girl in the Garage. And then you've got Base Resonator,
Nerd Goblin Art.
That's the one. And loads and loads and loads and loads of others.
And us.
And us.
Yeah.
And loads of others. There will be a playlist in the description.
Yeah.
Make sure you check it out because there are some really, really, really talented creators that take part in it. And it's all just a bit of Froggy Friday fun.
It indeed.
So.
You're doing a frog.
I'm doing a frog. And I thought. That
doesn't look like a frog.
That is not a frog. You are, I tell you, you're so observant.
I know.
Yeah, it's like a little, I think you're wasted.
Not yet.
I suppose it is Friday.
It is Friday.
Anyway, so I thought I would do a bloom in a frog.
Okay.
Now, what I did not want to do, because, I just didn't want to do it, was fill a frog up with resin and then
do a bloom
directly in the. Well, you know that I've kind of got a thing going where I don't. The frog is the case for my stuff. So I make stuff and then I put it in the frog and it becomes that type of frog.
Okay.
I feel there's a lot of disapproving judgment. I feel judged. Anyway, that's what I decided to do. So I made up some resin and I thought, well, if I'm going to do this, I might as well make up a few because I had some ideas of what I could do with the other ones.
I suppose you could also do different ones and then
see which one I liked and all that kind of stuff. Yeah,
because if you do one and you don't like it, you're stuck with it, or you make another one.
Yeah.
So you might as well just make a load of them.
Yes, and I really like this little mode. I like this little mode. I can't speak.
You've got Gertism.
It's a Gertism.
You've got Gertism.
I've got a Gertism.
What's going on with this? Oh. What are you doing there?
Okay, so right, let me tell you where we're at. I've put some resin into the mould. I've added 1 or 2 drops of alcohol ink to each of the circles. And then I made my white. Now I only wanted like half a drop. So what I did is I put 1 drop on the stick. Then I...
and then you smushed it around.
Then I took half a drop off of that stick and added it to the resin. And then I put the wrong stick in the resin. So I ended up with a whole drop.
Isn't half a drop just a drop? Just smaller?
Just shush, please. So at this point I was like, okay, this is all going to go very, very, very wrong because there's going to be, the white's going to be too heavy. It's all going to blob. But I thought, oh well, I'm committed now.
Yeah.
If nothing else, they'll all become coloured magnets, top-coated magnets, or bottom-coated magnets, depending on how you look at it.
Or stuff to go in the box that shall not be named.
The Bruno box.
The Bruno box.
Oh, I literally cannot remember. WikiGeek. WikiGeek?
I don't know.
WikiGeek. I'm sure it was WikiGeek. She's got a box similar to ours, and they call it the Bruno box because we don't talk about Bruno. And I was like,
once it goes in there, you don't talk about it.
And I was like, that is the most genius thing I've ever heard. I am stealing that. So, yeah, it's also a lot politer than the box.
Yes. Yours has got some profanity in it.
Yes, there is a little profanity. That Bruno box is a lot more grandchild safe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
So, plus, if we call it the Bruno box, they'll probably root through it and take it all.
Not like they don't already.
Yeah. So, I've added some white stuff.
White stuff.
White pasted resin. I just can't speak. Right, I've added some white resin stuff. And in the bottom ones, I've done swirls. And in the top ones, I've done mostly upside down U's. In one of them, it's a bit of a cross between the swirl and the U because I forgot I was doing the U's. What? 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 Why is that?
Upside down U's?
W's. They're like W. I don't know what the technical term is.
Petal shapes.
Okay, petal shapes. But when you do them, you're doing U's. Well, when they're near you, they're a U, and when they're away from you, they're an upside down U. And I always start away from me.
Or a N.
I suppose you could look at it like that. You could look at it like that. But that's not how my mind works.
No.
What's that for? What do you mean?
Nothing.
Okay.
I was just contemplating, is it actually working at the moment?
What, my mind?
Yeah, because you're actually, you're struggling to form words.
That's rude.
Coherent sentences.
That's rude. Sit over there and be quiet now. I'll do the rest. I'll just do the rest. You just right.
Yeah.
So I've done my swirls, and then I've done my U's or N's or petal shapes, or in my world, upside downs. And then I've just done the,
that's nice.
the thingy with done the lines through them with a stick.
Yeah.
And then, lo and behold, by the power of YouTube, I'm now unmoulding them.
Or demolding them.
Unmoulding them. Oh, God. Just listen. That's enough of that. That one has got like a metallic colouring.
Looks like a daisy.
If a daisy was golden colour, yeah, it would do.
Oh, yellowish.
Yeah. So I was quite pleased. There's one or two that were a bit blobby, but that's because I put a bit too much white in.
Yeah.
Because I put the wrong stick in my cup. But they bloomed pretty well. So
I think they look really good.
Yeah, they're not bad. They're not bad. I'm quite pleased with them. So I then,
after much deliberation,
had to make a decision, and this took some time. And I went with red because I thought, well, you've got, I don't know. I just thought, let's do a red one. It was the one that spoke to me the most.
It spoke to you?
It spoke to me.
I see the eye wasn't playing.
The eye went in just fine.
You tried to pick it up with your stick.
Listen, is this just you nitpicking? Is this not Nitpicker's Guide to the Galaxy,
No.
Just shh.
I tell you what this is.
Go on.
This is my version of like a reaction video.
It is. Well, okay. Well, just remember that. Now, I put the eyes in, stuck them in with UV, and then I mixed up my resin.
Yeah.
And
poured the resin.
And then I can't remember why I put a little bit in there.
I do.
I don't remember why I did that. Well, it's going to be a bit of a surprise. Now, here's the thing.
This was like yesterday you made this.
Yeah, but I went to bed last night. I slept. Now, I thought I'm going to use a bit of green mica on the feet.
And is that the neon?
No, this is just the regular. This is the cheap micas that I'm trying to get shot of.
Oh, right.
So you can see I'm putting quite a lot on because I really want the new set. But it's actually a really nice green.
It is.
I added some green glitter to the resin. Now, I am going to say I added a little too much.
So what you're saying is there is such thing as too much glitter?
What I'm saying is in this oh yeah, that's what I did that for. So I poured that little part so I could dunk my flowers in. Theory being I get rid of the bubbles before they go in the main one.
Yeah.
Now, full disclosure and transparency. I put that one in and it left a petal behind. And I thought, this is a lot of effort, isn't it?
Okay, yeah.
I genuinely thought this is far too much effort. So what I did after that is I just stuck it straight. I stuck it straight
I can't
in
be bothered with this dunk in my life.
Yeah, I
I'm
thought
just gonna
that's
whack it
far too much effort.
Bubbles
But-
be damned.
Well, I thought there's enough glitter in there. You're not going to see a
No.
bubble, so it's all good. But if you were doing this and you were using a clearer
Resin?
I would recommend dunking them first because it does soak them and it tends to get rid of a little bit of air that's in the in the flour. Now, there was one or two things that I would do differently. So I put that really pretty long green leaf in.
Yeah.
They are actually really quite.
They are. They're really
Yeah,
nice.
they are. I was quite. We've had these for months and months and months and months and months, haven't we?
Yeah.
So long.
I used a few of those when I did that skull for the Day of the Dead.
You did. That's the only reason I found them.
Yeah.
Because before that they were in quite a safe place. So I put those leaves in, and then I put my bloom in. Now, with hindsight, I'd have done it the other way around. I'd have put the bloom in, and then I'd have put the leaf in. Because
I would have maybe not put as much glitter in.
I also wouldn't have put as much. All right, just listen. I feel you're being very picky during this video.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yes, I have said I put a little bit too much glitter in this particular project.
Yeah.
I was a little heavy-handed, and I put the bloom in the wrong order. So, yes, I would do things a little bit differently. But on the bright side, his feet are a gorgeous colour.
Yeah.
Not going to lie, that's a nice colour.
To be fair, that is a nice green.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to find something else just to do green because I really like it.
Another frog.
I've got to do another frog as well.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll do another frog. So then I just topped it up and I sort of babysat it for a little while.
That looks like there's quite a lot in there as well.
Quite a lot what?
I think you may have overpoured that a bit.
No.
You haven't?
Don't be free.
Are you saying that is not overpoured?
I'm saying that is exactly right.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Are you 100% sure on that?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So your face says different. And I'll tell you why.
Yeah, I did think I might have put a little bit too much in, so I'll just take a smidgen out. Was it only yesterday that I made this?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. Today's Tuesday. I made that Sunday.
I'm sorry. 2 days.
That's 2 whole days ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. Dory.
Well, you can't expect me to remember things from like 2 days ago. What kind of world are we living in?
So, looking at this video now,
yes.
Would you like to rephrase your statement where you said that you hadn't overpoured it?
I hadn't overpoured it.
No?
No. What happened was when I wasn't looking, the resin jumped out of the cup and landed in the frog. It was so keen to get into that pretty green frog.
What you could have done
that
is use that bit for the bits of the mould that you've missed.
Again, I haven't missed those bits. They're the supports. And just out of curiosity, how long are we going to harp on about that?
Like that frog, it's got legs.
Oh dear. This is what I'm dealing with.
Yeah. Daily.
So I then thought
needs a bit of zhuzhing.
Needs a bit of zhuzhing. So I chopped off. I don't know what these little flowers are, but I thought I don't really know what else I'd put them in, so I thought I'll stick them in his legs.
Are they tiny little buttercups or something? Or...
I don't know. They're tiny little yellow things, but they're very pretty. But I thought, I'll just stick some in his legs.
Okay.
See how it looks. I'm committed now. And unfortunately, at no point during this process did I look at that bloom and go, I've put that in the wrong way round. At no point.
Did you not?
No. But on the bright side,
Do you know what you should have done?
what?
Do you know when I'm making something,
Oh, here we go.
I say to you, "What do you think?"
Yes.
And you go, "That needs to be done differently."
Yes.
I feel that if you'd have asked for my opinion or my assistance,
Mm-hmm.
I would have pointed out that.
Mm-hmm.
However, you didn't, and here we are.
Rest assured, have no fear. I will spend an obscene amount of time in my next project asking you, sticking it under your face to say, what do you think?
Okay.
And you will hopefully at that point appreciate how flipping annoying it is, because it really is. You're working away and then all of a sudden this thing appears in front of your face.
Yeah. What's your point?
Anyhow, I thought I'd just pop in another few flowers on his bottom because
There's not enough in there.
there wasn't enough by his bum, no. And then magic the next few hours because I put it in.
Oh yeah,
I put it in my curing machine. Which I got one off my son for Christmas, and it is absolutely fantastic. But the tray isn't level.
Apparently.
So
yeah.
What Kirk has done is put a lollipop stick underneath the one side, and it's now perfectly level. It's genius.
I know, you were saying, oh, you need me to make me something out off the printer.
I was like, just make me something.
No, you just lollipop stick.
Right, listen. Before I spoke to you, it was not working. Well, it was working, but it was wonky.
Yeah.
And now it's not wonky.
I know.
I don't care how you do these things as long as they are done. It's like I don't need to know how the bins go out as long as they go out.
Okay.
Anyway, demolding of my frog. I was very careful with his little toes and fingers.
Yeah, because you need to make sure that it's had a good 24 hours before they're
I must say, Lula from the Nerdy Goblin Art.
Yeah.
The Nerdy Goblin. She is a Nerdy Goblin, but she says it's easier when they're soft. So,
okay.
I thought,
why not?
It was, and I have to say, it was a lot easier, and I didn't break any legs, so I was very pleased. That's always a good thing.
Yeah.
So, are we ready? Ready for this?
Ooh.
At this point, I'm gone. You can see the bloom there, but you can't see it there.
Well, you can. It's just hidden behind the foliage.
I put the leaves the wrong way round.
I think
if you display him upside down, he's really pretty.
It looks like he's wearing a little flower hat.
That was the plan.
It is very sparkly though, and I do like the
green feet.
I like the green feet, but I like the flowers in the actual legs as well. I think that's quite a nice effect.
I know. That was my plan. Unfortunately, the bloom I put underneath the leaves and not above it. So bit of a pleb, to be fair. Now, if you are with us at this point, thank you very much for watching. We'll pop some glamour shots at the end. But if you enjoyed our creative chaos,
which it definitely is,
please do feel free to hit the like button.
Yeah, and you know, as you're right next to it, click on the subscribe as well.
And let us know what you think in the comments. Keep smiling, and we will hopefully see you in the next one.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye for now.